Hello, hello. All right, perfect. What up? Okay. All right, welcome to another live stream. Let's go ahead and start by doing analysis on the fresh chart here. I've removed all the previous analysis here. This is daily. There's not much going on. Let's go ahead and jump down to 4 hour on this is gold, by the way. We can take a look that gold has driven up from a certain key area. Let's make this regular. And at this point, yeah, so it has touched down to this resistance. So we can definitely see that there is some sort of resistance at the level of 45, 50, 45, 43. I'm going to go ahead and jump down to 1 hour. That's where things are getting a little bit more interesting. That's where there is a little bit more structure to things. So let's, I think lower time frame will be a little bit better to identify where the price should be headed. Let's see here. 30, 15. Yeah, see, 30-minute looks just a little bit better. What I would want to do is for price to break either above to continue to push higher. So break above this area to continue to push higher, or break below the break and close below this area to continue to push down. So right now is volume time. What I will be expecting is for price to close above these areas, either this area, close above this area, because we've gone and tried once, twice, 3 times and didn't close above. If we close above, there is a higher probability for price to continue to push up. If we could close below this area, we've tried 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 times. If it breaks and closes below, then you could expect volume to even drive below these areas, because when there's volume, all of these areas which were support and resistance previously, they're meant to be broken. So I would expect price to just drive down because it has been consolidating for a good couple of hours. Welcome to another live stream. This is Gold Daily Time Frame. Let's go ahead and do some quick analysis, just a basic level for you to understand how to take a look at a chart when you come in. So we're at 4 hour time frame. At this point, I can identify that most recent run was to the upside. So I'm going to try to make it as simple as possible, right? And most recent previous area of resistance was this right here. So we could mark that out. 1 hour, that gives us just a little bit more structure. Let's go ahead and jump into 30-minute time frame. So 30-minute has a little bit more clarity, as well as 15-minute here. I'm gonna stick to 30-minute because it has a little bit more structure. So you don't want to go down to the lowest time frame because that could have a lot of noise, which means that it could confuse you. So what I will be looking at here is I'm adjusting my area of resistance where price moved up to but couldn't break above, and I'm identifying an area where price has rejected from in the past as support. So you could see it has rejected 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 times um, in the past. So so the last few hours, the price has been in this consolidation, this sideways. Um, you could sideways chop. So you don't want to trade when price is within that area because the price is going to be moving unexpectedly. So what I would wait for price to either break and close below this area, so something like this, right? And the next candle to drive down to these areas, or on the flip side is the candle to break and close above this area for it to continue to push on the upside, right? So that is something that I will be looking forward to, and that's how you do quick analysis. Follow for more. Oh God, that's some bullshit. That's some bullshit. ICP, Tau, move, weak. Okay. What time is it? 7:42. 1 hour. Yeah, it's looking like it's gonna continue to go down. To daily. Daily could flip bearish. Daily could definitely flip bearish. Weekly. Oh yeah. More than likely, it's gonna break to the downside, but you let the market decide whether it's gonna be a buy or sell. There is no point of me having a bias when market is going to do what it needs to do. So in 2 minutes, if the price, yeah, let's see. Red. So in 2 minutes, if the price closes below this area, which means that price is going to continue to push down. So if price closes below this area, then you can possibly expect the next candle to continue to push down, and that will be the trade you want to take for it to continue and fill this range on the left hand side, because on the left hand side at this point there is not going to be any it's going to be free uh, traffic. There is no resistance, so it should be a good continue to move. Good continue to move. So here's the thing, right? If in the next 30-second, this candle that is currently open right now, it moves down and closes the way it is right now. So if it closes somewhere around 45.24, even the way it is right now, then the next candle should wick up and continue to push down. That would be the trade that I would be willing to take. And because on the left hand side at that point there is no there is clean traffic, there is no resistance, right? What I mean by that is that there is no choppiness. There is the way it is the right now above here. Price moves up, comes back down. None of that. Price was a clean move on the left hand side. Hence, this candle should wick up and continue to push down. 12 minutes. Six toe. Okay, I should be entering this trade right now. 15-minute. Alright, I've entered into a sell for price to continue to push down. Alright, 10 pips in profit. At this point, my stop loss is going to be above the previous candle's high. I am looking for this candle to fill its wick. That will be about 20 pips. Alright, I'm going to close it right here. That is done. Price is continuing to move, but I am here for the day trade, and I set up the trade, executed perfectly. That's how you do it. Do, 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 do. All right, one trade done. The reason why I closed all quickly as well is because 1 hour is closing in 11 minutes, and there is a wick on the left side, which I'm not sure if we're gonna break in this hour or next. Shorts were executed right here with a stop above and closed right here. One trade taken, gold sells W, 20 pips. Whoa, look at that. Beautiful. 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 Look at that. That's nice. So I took live trade on gold, and the reason why I exited quick is because this right now is 15-minute time frame on gold. If we take a look at 1 hour, on 1 hour it's only about 9 minutes left for the candle to close, and on the left hand side right here you could see that there was a wick, which basically means price went to that area before, but it didn't break below, it rejected. So I didn't know if price was going to reject or continue to break, because given it only has 9 more minutes left out of the 60-minute candle. So this one candle is 60 minutes. So I'm gonna wait. I wanted to, get in, trade the idea that I explained earlier, get out with 20 pips in profit. That was the trade. But I'll look for possible retracements and then enter for sells further down, because I do believe that price can continue to move down on gold. Wow, this is perfection. This is down to the T. Alright, so we formed the top wick. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to bring my stop loss at the high of this candle. Because what happens is that once a candle has created a top wick and it should continue to push down, there is no reason for it to come back and break its own high. At that point, my idea of sell is invalidated. 30 minutes still has about 10 minutes to close. Alright, now it should be a drive to down for price to continue. Yeah, this drive. And I'm gonna actually I'm gonna let it run for now. I'm gonna let it run. I'll bring my stop loss to break even and I'll let the position run. Currently at 30 pips. 20 pips. Can I survive my stop loss? It's great. 30 pips, 20 pips. Can I survive my stop loss? Can we get a re-break of the lows? Re-break. Brought my stop loss just above this candle's high. All right. This is gonna hit stop loss. Yeah, that's fine. All right, that's the end of the trade. That's why I like to take profits and not let the price run, because it has already. You know what? It would have been. It was a better move to take profits because price has already moved quite a bit. Price has moved. Yeah, 50 gold sell 622. All right, that's the end of the trade. I will see you guys tomorrow.